The UK driving test is comprised of 5 main parts. At the start of the test, your eyesight will be checked and you'll be expected to read a number plate from a distance of 20.5 metres. You'll be asked 2 show me tell me safety questions, one of the 14 possible tell me questions before you set off, and after you set off, one of the 7 show me questions which you will be expected to answer whilst you're driving. The main part of the test will assess your general driving ability and will last approximately 40 minutes, 20 minutes following the directions from an examiner, and a 20-minute independent drive where you will either follow directions from a sat-nav or you'll be asked to follow road signs. You may also be asked to perform a controlled or emergency stop. During the drive, you will also be asked to perform one of the 4 reversing manoeuvres. In this guide we'll explore the parallel park manoeuvre. There are several techniques to performing this manoeuvre effectively, but I'm going to show you the technique that my pupils have found the most successful. So let's take a look at the technique step by step. Before we start, we need to ensure that we have set our side mirrors correctly, as they will be crucial in ensuring that we finish sufficiently close to the curb. The best way to do this is to set them so that the car door handle is not visible, but if you were to lift your head slightly, you would be able to see the top of it. So we move them down so we can see the top of the handle, and then move them up in tiny increments until it disappears. If the examiner wishes you to perform this manoeuvre on your test, they will pull you up a short distance behind a suitably parked car. This is the parallel parking exercise. When you're ready, drive forward and stop alongside the car ahead. Then, reverse into the space behind the other vehicle and park reasonably close to and parallel with the curb. Try to complete the exercise within 2 car lengths. So remember, before we start we need to make sure we move off safely. Remembering to check our blind spot, signal if necessary, and not hinder other road users. Wait for a suitable gap. There's no point in pulling out safely if you're going to then stop later on in front of someone. I've broken the technique down into 6 steps to make it more manageable. First, you should approach the target vehicle with your left signal on and pull up next to it, leaving a car door's width. Stop when the left door mirror is level with the forwardmost point of the vehicle, and then apply your handbrake. Next, reverse back until the back end of the vehicle appears to be in the middle of your rear near side window. That's the one behind the examiner or the instructor. All the while constantly checking around you for other road users, pedestrians and any other hazards. After you've applied your parking brake, look for something that's at 45 degrees to your right. This will help you approach at the best angle to ensure you don't get too close to the curb or too far away from it when you finish. On this occasion, I'm using the sign which is in between the 2 trees. Then, checking all around you before you move off, steer full lock to the left and reverse the car very slowly until the front end of the vehicle faces towards the object that you found at 45 degrees. Once you're pointing at the object, apply your parking brake and unsteer 2 T's to the right. What this does is straighten your wheels up for the next movement. We now need to reverse very slowly towards the curb, having first checked all around to make sure that it's safe to do so. As you start to approach the curb, check your left-hand mirror and watch as the curb disappears out of view. As soon as it disappears, steer 1 steer to the right. Once again, it's good to have a quick look around before again checking the left-hand mirror. Once the car and the curb are parallel, steer 1 final steer to the left. Apply the parking brake and engage neutral. As with all manoeuvres, it's crucial that you make constant, all-round observations. If you see an oncoming vehicle, or a vehicle coming up from behind you, make sure you stop. You must not be moving when the car passes you. Once it's clear, then you can continue on. So, let's have a quick recap. Move off safely. Pull up next to the target vehicle, keeping car doors width with your left door mirror level with the front of the target vehicle. Reverse back until the back of the target vehicle appears in the middle of your back passenger window. Find an object at 45 degrees and then turn left full lock. Once you are facing the object, turn 2 Ts right to straighten your wheels. Then reverse straight back until the curb disappears in your left door mirror. This is your cue to turn 1 steer right. And then once again using the left door mirror, when the curb and the car are parallel, turn 1 steer to the left.
If you found the information in this video helpful, then please remember to subscribe to the JFM Drive Intuition channel. Thanks for watching.